Howdy folks, this is Jackers, and this is an update to the video I did called Afraid a little while back. This is the Skyrim Special Edition. Whiterun in the near distance there. If you don't really like the sort of life log kind of videos, this is a great chance to escape. In that video, I talked about many of the things that were weighing on me. One of those is an MRI that was done of my brain, and I didn't want to talk about the results because I hadn't talked to my neurologist. Well, now I have talked to my neurologist. She was a little bit evasive when I asked her about the results. I think she wants me to talk to someone else. She has referred me to an epilepsy specialist and a memory specialist. There is damage to my hippocampus and the area surrounding. The results say this damage is suspicious of something called mesial temporal sclerosis. Since she didn't really want to talk about that, I looked it up. I can't say that I know 100% what it means. I imagine that's what the epilepsy specialist is for, but I figure it's got something to do with why my memory is so broken. And it is. I can feel it slipping like sand through an hourglass. The reality of the matter is that, as I also mentioned in that last video, the person who takes care of me has been laid off, and with that goes the medical insurance, so the referrals and the tests and all of those things are going away also. And since it takes about 3 months or so to get an appointment with a neurologist, that can be kind of challenging in the very little time remaining. I don't know what's going to happen, so I guess just gonna have to wait and see. As I said, my memory is slipping. I have forgotten at least 2 days of this week, and when I forget something, it's not that I know it's there, it's just sort of fuzzy, it's just gone. I have to be told. I wish it was selective memory. I wish I could selectively choose what I forget sometimes, but I can't. I have forgotten a stack of videos that I've uploaded to the channel of various games. I've uploaded them but never posted them because I forgot, and I don't know what to do with them now. Most of them I talk about, well, this was fun, maybe we should do a little series. But as I listen to them now, I think to myself that series are a very, very challenging thing for me to do, because it's very hard to remember. I'm not giving up. I still want to do Oblivion and Fallout New Vegas. They are like anchors to me now. They are my days of the week. They help me know where I am in time. And in the distance, I'd really like to do Cyberpunk 2077. I'm clinging to that game's release. Maybe I'm just imagining an analog, imagining that this new and exciting game will come out, and that means that there is something better on the horizon, and maybe if there's one thing better, there can be more things better. But hope isn't the worst thing to have, so I think I'll still cling to it, and if everybody wants to come along, maybe we'll take a look at Cyberpunk 2077. There are so many things that I wanted to do, and I just don't know now what I will be able to. My memory is slipping more and more, but there's still so much left. I read a game manual from an older game the other day, and it was just so charming. All I could think of is, oh, I just want to read this on the channel. It's just something I want to share, and maybe I will. if I remember. I wanted to do Ultima 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe the Underworlds, just to share this amazing series that I think in a very real way is slipping away from the memory of the world, and that is such a shame. Ultima was so far ahead of its time that in a lot of ways we've lost things that Ultima did that we've never gotten back. If nothing else, it was at least something of a challenge to play a game that expected you to try to be better. I often wonder where we'd be in a world guided by the virtues of Ultima. I don't want to make this really sad. I'm doing my best not to, and I just don't know if it even should be. I don't know what everything means or where everything will go. In some ways, there are things that make me sad. It makes me sad to forget. Your mind doesn't like when the roads it's used for decades don't work anymore. In popular culture and movies and television, they show the cantankerous old man who is forgetful and angry. When your memory fails, your brain gets angry. It's not really so much even kind of you and your personality. It's more your brain itself is just angry that what it knows should work doesn't. If you've ever been in a dark place and seen something and you were sure of what it was, and then the lights came up a little bit and it was something else, and you feel that moment of trying to reconcile what it was with what it actually is. It's something like that, but stronger, much stronger. So I may forget videos and days and series and games, and there may be some that I don't have the go to do anymore. I don't know. I just don't know. If there's something you want to ask me to do, please feel free. Just, especially if it's something you think I'm forgetting, be a little gentle with it, okay? Because it's a little harder than I'd prefer. Things are not very good all around. And it's very hard to keep my head up, but I am doing my best. In the years I was brought up, the years I was raised into adulthood, it was very much expected that I would be the one taking care of others, and instead I am the one who's a burden. And there are other people who need me very much right now, and I am worse than useless. I don't mean to sound as if I'm being hard on myself. I just acknowledge I am not help. I am a burden. But I think in a lot of ways the channel helps me so much with that. When you watch, even if you don't leave a comment, but there's a view, or if you watch and leave some kind words, I know that I've still done something good, and that means so much. You have no idea. Thank you. And for everyone who supports me on like Patreon or the super chat thing when we do premieres, when I remember them, and Twitch when I remember that. Thank you. because you help me to help the person who helps me, and thank you. I may not be what was expected of me. I may not be what I thought I might be. But I think as long as I can make someone's day better, I'm still doing pretty good. And when you watch, when you leave a comment, when you help me, you are doing that too. You are doing it for me. And don't think that if you just watch and you don't leave a comment, that that's not help. It is. I see it, and I appreciate it. I may not know who you are. I may not be able to say thank you directly other than generally like this, but thank you. I spent decades of my life in theater, and in theater I knew that for the moment the audience was in the theater, I could do them one small favor. Just for maybe an hour or two, I could ease the burdens that they feel. The burdens that I feel right now. And I feel like on our little journeys with Morris and Checkers the Courier and Checkers the Khajiit and whoever else we go with, maybe I get to do that for a little bit still. And if that's true, then I'm not useless. Life has intrinsic value. I know. I've not forgotten, but it's nice. It's nice to think that I can still be a little bit of good. And you all are also, because you reach out in your own way and you help me, whether you know it or fully understand it or not. And for that, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Okay. Take a moment. Think of your favorite thing in this world or beyond. Your favorite person, your favorite song, favorite movie, favorite scent, favorite food. The thing you love the most. A friend. A furry companion. Hold them in your mind, in your heart. Let them bring the widest smile to your face and the warmest glow to your heart. And please, please, take care.